In this video, dudes, I'm going to give you the exact altcoins I would be accumulating before cryptocurrency, in my opinion, and a lot of other big players out there believe crypto will start to move just after the Bitcoin halving in 2024. It might be a little bit later, but again, guys, hopefully you are here for 2025. A lot of people are saying 2026 now. I'm not too sure on that to some degree, and I don't think anybody can predict this, of course, but we will eventually get an effing bull run. So I'm going to go over 5 coins I would look at if you haven't started looking into, and I'm not going to waste any time talking about the actual product itself. I'm going to give you some price projections. Take them lightly, dudes. Remember, everything I say, you already know. I'm not here to predict anything, but we can look at coins to predict somewhat what it could do, looked on the previous run. Are the projects still, adopting, building, etc.? And that's really all we can do to some degree. So let's jump in the screen and let's talk about what I'm doing. So obviously, before we get into it, Bitcoin would obviously be your best bet, but unfortunately, you're not going to get the best gains. Now, if you have a shit ton of money, or you just only want a 3, 4, 5x, bro, just buy Bitcoin, lock it away, and don't come back. Don't try and get any yield, just put it in a hardware wallet, etc. But chances are, if you want more than that, even if you have a shit ton of money, I want more than a 2, 3x. I want some crazy 10x's, 20x's, 30x's. As we progress through this video, we're going to give you a speculative one at the end. We're going to give you a speculative kind of narrative at the end that you can look into. And some of you guys already know what that's going to be, but we're just going to start super, super simple. Now, shout out Roberto, one of the main mans in my private community. He loves crypto.com, and that's going to be the first coin on our list. Now, like I said, you guys already know where I stand for this. I'm not currently holding any more at the time of the recording, but it might be a good DCA. The problem is, I've got too many coins, like I said, in my main portfolio, and the side portfolio, I think I've already got 8 altcoins. My kind of max is 10, so we might add this, but just regardless of that, even if I don't hold it, etc., it doesn't mean I don't like it anymore. Nobody can deny with all the hype that we're getting in 2021. Now, do I think this can come around? I absolutely do, just with the team, just with the actual users, etc., and just with all these other exchanges like Binance or fucking just ruining people, Coinbase didn't want to support the Gala V2. Like, in my opinion, Crypto.com are actually for the people, with the people, if that makes sense. And obviously their token has, good utility with transactions, with staking, with, the cards that they used to offer better returns. I think they're still offering some cash back, or they're still giving you some deals. Roberto will have to correct me because he's more of a big player in Crow itself. But nobody can argue with the previous run, and I still think it's going to do well. If you're looking at the last month or so, you're down. If you're looking at that 7 days, you're kind of down. But if you're looking at just on the daily, etc., there is pumps, etc. But zoom the F out, dudes, and you'll start to see the full picture. Everybody back here was saying, oh yeah, Crypto.com, nothing really happened. You started to see violent momentum, and then you've seen the big effing push. And I believe these guys are going to be around for 2025. I do believe they're going to start running some crazy ads again. F1, Staples Center, as you guys know. I do believe they're going to start rolling out that shit at scale by 2025. And that's just going to push the coin up. Whether we like to admit it or not, somebody has to come in to make it higher for you to actually take the profit. If we're both buying Crow, there's going to be somebody that loses money and somebody that makes money. You just get to decide where you want to buy in. So I think, price predictions, a Crypto.com investment of $1,000, I think it's an easy $1. I really, really do. I think Roberto would agree with that as well. Might not necessarily hold it to a $1 coin just because of where it's at right now, at 6 cents. You could start honestly layering out this at 50, 60, 70 odd cents. You're still getting a 10x. But I think it will probably go past $1 if you look at the previous run. I mean, it hit, what did it hit? 90, 80 cents, whatever it was in the wick. So I do think it is an easy $1, just with new people coming in by 2025. All the previous people that got wrecked in 2021, they're going to come back in. So a $1,000 investment would give you 16k just in this maths. If you were to start layering out at 75 cents, you're 12, you take 20% out, of course, so this will be less. But then obviously if you get the full bullish people, like people are saying $4 or $5, yeah, the money just gets absolutely stupid. So you guys get to decide where you sell, but I do think it will go up by 2025. I really, really do. Number 2 is going to be QNT. I was late to the party with this one, but I'm going to be somewhat early of where I think it's going to go in 2025. It had massive runs in 2021. I completely missed it. Obviously, I like the limited supplies less than Bitcoin. I just like everything about limited supply, to be honest, because not everybody's going to be able to hold a lot of tokens because there's only limited supply. And if the price goes up, demand's going to go up. There's not going to be as many people being able to buy it, right? Because if the price keeps going up, especially if it gets $1,000, $2,000. Some people are predicting $10,000. I don't think so, but we'll talk about that in a second. It obviously rallied in the bear market, which is unheard of. I know a lot of people like Crypto John. Shout out to him. He was really talking about back then. That's kind of what made me look into it, because he was talking about it, and I was like, he's making money in a bear market. Let me have a look. And yeah, lo and behold, there you go. 1 year, you're up. 1 month, you're down. 7 days, last day, whatever. Again, look for this by 2025. $1,000, I think, will be a sell price. Looking at the previous run, you're halfway there. I think the reason this can 2x just because of the team, just because of the marketing, just because of the limited supply, just because of all the crypto influencers talking about it. I think big people like BitBoy, etc. will push this. They're not going to be able to pump it, but they're going to push this to the smaller investors by 2025. We're investing under $100 today. I think anything under $100 for QNT, bro, you're not going to be unsatisfied by 2025. Honestly, you just need to start layering in. I know it's an expensive token. If you only have $1,000, you only get 10. But really understand the value of those 10 coins. Remember, there's only 14 million in supply. 10, 20, 30, if you can get 50, 100 coins, I know that's a big stretch for some people, but over time, again, you've got a year and a bit, just depends what you want to look at it. Obviously, the price probably will start going up, if not down, whatever, it'll just lure out, whatever. You're not going to be dissatisfied. Build up other plays as always, but again, I think this is an easy $1,000. You invested 1,000 just for right now, for example. It's an easy 10x. It's an easy 10x. Some people, again, start taking out maybe $600. Some people will say, obviously, this is going to $5,000. I mean, maybe keep the last 20% in. Dude, they're just making money all day with this one. Again, at the start of this video, you could just hold Bitcoin, but you're not going to get anything close to this, dudes, unless you're a Michael Saylor or a big effing player. And again, if I was Michael Saylor, I would hold some altcoins, and I think he secretly does, although he doesn't want to admit it. So next coin is going to be H-bar. You guys already know. I'm not going to go into the team, the scalability, the transactions, how it's, green efficient, all that kind of stuff. The big players like Google, Bowen, whatever. You've already heard of it. It's boring news to us. But regardless, it was kind of lackluster compared to previous altcoins in 2021. You had way better gains. Of course, there was gains here. There was a 10x or so, but there's way better plays like Crypto.com, like QNT, like Solana. Like they all destroyed it. And I think HBAR is, cringy as it sounds, a sleeping giant for 2025. I hold a shit ton, over 1 million coins, as you guys already know. I bought a big chunk at 14 cents. I spent 40 grand and I'm down massively. I'm a realist, I'll tell you guys how it is, but I've been DCing, as you guys have been watching on this channel, as we start to come down, and I do think HBAR will easily hit $1. That would be bearish for me. 2.50 is where I'm looking at, if I'm being 100% honest. A grand in, you're looking at 48 grand out. Although I have said in this channel, I'm taking profits at 70 odd cents. 20% out, 20% out, 20% out. My goal is to get $1 million in USD value with HBAR. I'll just be transparent as F with you. But the first chunk is not going to be at that. But I will hold some above the $2, maybe above the $2.50. I'll be fully out. Some people are going to be holding this shit for $10. You might never get it. So learn from my lessons in 2021. Take more profits when you can, although it can be hard to see your portfolio going up and you're like, oh my god, I've 100x'd. There's got to be another 2x in this, right? Chances are when you're thinking about that, it's already too late. Now, before we move on to the next part of the video with the next coin, I need to shout out NordVPN. NordVPN have done wonders for me on sponsoring this channel, keeping away from all the scams, etc. You're not going to see any shells to some degree because I don't want to be that YouTuber, and hopefully you guys can understand that. What I will say to you guys, if you aren't using a VPN, I would get it. I'm going to leave the link in the description. You can keep yourself safe out there, and it's not only just for cryptocurrency. If you like your movies, if you like anything like that, or if you just want to support my channel and have a VPN where you can change your country in 1 millisecond, whatever, come on here. You're going to get a 4-month extra free for the full package, a 4-month extra free with the plus, or you can do the monthly plan. It's going to be a little bit more expensive, but you don't have to put any, upfront cash down, if that makes sense. But yeah, if you really want to help me support the channel, I have been told on a little side note, I need 17 more sales to hit the target for this month. So what I would ask you, genuinely look into it and get it. But if you just want to help me out, buy it, buy the plan, buy the monthly plan. And if you genuinely don't like it in 24, 25 or days or so, just ask for a refund. Just 100% transparent with you. If you want to help me out, if you've got any value from me over the 1 year of cryptocurrency videos I've did, all I can ask for you guys is to click the link, try out the VPN. Chances are you will effing like it, but if you really don't like it, just refund. In 24, 25 days, you'll get your money back, but I'll also, get that sale if that makes sense. So if you truly want to help me out, I need 17 more sales. This video will get about 7, 8, 9, maybe 10k views. All I need is 17 of you guys to do that, but chances are I guarantee 90% of you guys will end up keeping this. I thought the same thing. When I started using it, it's a no-brainer getting a VPN if you are true to yourself and you want to keep your cryptocurrency safe and you hold over $1,000, $2,000, £2.59, $3 a month. It's absolutely nothing. So do me a favor and do that. Try it out, and again, just refund. There's no hard feelings. Nord are not going to, rug bill you, right? It's NordVPN. They'll give you your money back if you genuinely don't like it. So next coin I want to talk about is Ethereum. Now, I get a lot of hate because I talk about Ethereum to some degree. A lot of people don't like the returns, but I honestly still think there is a 4 to kind of 6 to 7x. Just depends where you're kind of looking at and when you're buying it. We can't argue with what it did in 2017, 2021. There was gains. I was buying this at $400. I pretty much 10x'd it. Although, like I said, I sold to Celsius, so I never actually got the money. Maybe I'll get it one day. But regardless, it's starting to do fantastic, dudes. It's starting to really do fantastic. On the yearly, on the monthly, it's still kind of average. But just recently, you're just seeing a nice wedge, and we've not even went to the bull run. I honestly believe it is a 10k coin. If you want to say that or not, it doesn't really matter. The gains are not going to be massive. I've put here 9.5. I'll be honestly selling at probably 7,500 if I'm 100% honest. Again, I have a shit ton. A 4x, it's not going to do much for some people that only have $1,000. $1,000 you work to invest, 4.1k. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it, dudes. But if you are a bigger player, it's not going to hurt you to guarantee some gains. And again, you're probably going to get a 10,000 Ethereum. You really are, in my opinion, and it's not going to hurt you. Build up the other plays, but I would start looking, if you haven't bought any cryptocurrency, I always say this, for the person that hasn't bought any cryptocurrency, get a Coinbase, even though Coinbase suck with fees if you're not using Pro, but just buy $100 worth of Ethereum. That'll start your journey. So if you haven't bought any cryptocurrency, I'm talking to you, bro. Coinbase right now, $100 right now, Ethereum right now, boom, you start your journey, and now start to look at other coins that I've talked about, other coins that you can see, research the products, etc. But it is going to start with a Bitcoin Ethereum. That's usually where people start, and I would recommend Ethereum because you will, even with that $100 or so, you'll probably still make $300-400 of that trade. So you're going to be super happy with that by 2025. Now, the last coin or niche I want to talk about is Render. Now, before I talk about Render specifically, you could look at Ocean Protocol. You could look at Fetch.ai, which a lot of people like. I think the AI narrative, whether you believe Render, Fetch, Ocean Protocol, I did a video on this before, some of them aren't even using AI to some degree, but if they've got that narrative around them, I think these coins are going to go fucking crazy. You're already seeing this in a bear market with Fetch. It's starting to do fantastic. I mean, in this bear market, it's 6x'd. It's going to be fantastic in my opinion. I've put conservative price projection on this. Nobody can argue what it did in 21. It went literally vertical at 10x in like a week, 2 weeks or so, whatever the maths is here, or the time frame. It's looking like it's going to do that again. And by 2025, I think AI is going to be the next thing. We're already seeing it in our real day life. We're already seeing it in people's businesses, and we're definitely going to be seeing it in cryptocurrency, and we already are starting to see it. There's going to be projects out there that you're going to be tempted to invest in that are just shitcoin AI coins. They're going to do well. That's the annoying thing about this. You can take advantage of them, but if you want to get in the big players like the Fetch, like the Render, like Ocean Protocol, I think they're all top 100 coins, but I know Render is just right now, it's 43. It's a top 50 coin. There's not going to be much gains, but I do think there is still massive gains. Now, I put $15 here. I honestly think if you're being realistic, you could probably get to 25 minimum, right? And again, from right now at $2, that is an effing juicy gain. So there's a lot of people are predicting this is going to go 100 plus, and you might get that. You definitely can get that just with how AI coins are going to move by 2025. What I would recommend you guys to do is fill up your main bags first. Okay, your Ethereum, your HBAR, your QNT, your Kronos, your Solana, your ADA, whatever you like. Let's say you've got 10 to 15% left. I'd look at Render, I'd look at Ocean Protocol, and I'd look at Fetch AI. I would fill them up, and you're going to have yourself about 8 to 10 altcoins. You're going to be good to go. And as you progress through 2023 and 2024, I would start to DCA just consistently. Boom fear, just filling them up. And by 2024, when that happens, you're going to build yourself a consistent portfolio, and you're going to be set for success. So that's all I got on this video. I would like to know what other altcoins you would recommend to me. If you have been following my journey that I haven't spoke about, let me know in the comments below. If not, I'll see you in the next video.